up, y'all? It is me, Tasha C, and welcome to the Tasha C Show. Shout out to my podcast and YouTube fam, hugs and loves, positive vibes, and all that good stuff. It's been so long, y'all, I don't even know the rest of the intro. But anyway, y'all, I just wanted to do a podcast. Not to really more reintroduce myself, but to just give you an update, everything that's going on, whatever. Here's what's going on that has happened the past couple months, y'all. First of all, make it real quick, because this is mostly the podcast probably going to be about me. It's been an interesting, it's for all of us, with all this 2020 sucks, okay? 2020 sucks. I'm sorry, it is a whole year-long damn near horror movie, okay? Alright, I know we got about 1, 2, 3, really about, you count this month in, we got 4 more months left. Because when am I recording this on? September the 6th? Oh, yeah. But anyway, y'all, it has been hell on earth. Some people gonna bank on this and when it's safe to make movies or make it a Netflix special or Hulu or whatever, they gonna make a movie. They could just say 2020. That's a horror flick itself. The gene horror. Okay? But anyway. So, a couple of interesting things has been happening. First of all, the pure effery that has happened to me has started in May. I have another car in the moment, but at the time being, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I had a car. The car I had, because, first we would think about, me and my family saying about getting it fixed, but over time I realized, it's not worth, putting any more money to it. So we didn't, I didn't, renew, the tabs or anything in my car, the registration, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And that car was sitting there in front of the house, my house, the house that we have. It's not for the apartment, it's not a restricted area, so it's just in front of the house. All of a sudden, y'all, May the 9th or something, actually I was doing a podcast when I was still using, the other podcast, tools, that I used to use before. I was actually doing it. And my dad came in, was like, Tasha, is a ticket on the car. So I went right to the car and it's a freaking ticket as if I was driving the vehicle. The vehicle has not been able to be driven since last year, around Father's Day of 2019, okay? I was given 2 tickets for no insurance and no registration. And sorry, y'all, I got a little tick, whatever. So sometimes I sound like I'm laughing. I'm not laughing, but it's just like, what the hell? But I didn't see anything, no court date, and no 09, whatever. So around mid-July, I was sentenced to go to court for 2 misdemeanors, y'all. 2 misdemeanors. I only got, 2 traffic tickets in my life, and I think 1 parking ticket, whatever. But 2 traffic tickets over 20-something years ago, okay? From speeding, okay? Or going 50 miles over, got 2 tickets for that. And a parking ticket, about 4 or 5 years ago. One of them, parking meters, some asshole. You can get time to even put the money in the asshole to get me a ticket. But other than that, that was it. But to get 2 damn misdemeanors is if the ticket was set as if I was driving the vehicle. So I went to Zoom, had to use Zoom. Thank God I didn't have to go to court, to the real court. Because, we got Miss Rona out here still making moves and stuff with her funky ass. So you can't go into the court. I had to go first. I had a headscarf on because I'm still scared to get my hair done during this pandemic, Miss Rona being out and stuff like that, still making waves and stuff. So I vow I probably won't get my hair done again, probably till beginning of next year. Okay, I finally got where I had no choice to go to my doctor's office, even though I was trying to avoid that until next year as well, y'all. But there's certain things like physical and stuff like that that you have to get done that I cannot avoid going without going to the doctor, okay? It was still awkward as heck, and I still didn't feel uncomfortable, but it's I had no choice. But anyways, y'all, so I had to wait 30 minutes after waiting, go there. They give you a choice of a lawyer. It would be $25 your thing, and they talked to me, and she was like, the lawyer was like, did you drive the car, I was like, no, that car hasn't been driven on time, and I never met the officer asshole, I'm just gonna say that's the name is, at all. It was a ticket on my car, I wasn't given the ticket driving at all, okay? And with the Lord explained, if the car would have been in the driveway, it would have been okay. So she was like, "Oh, you didn't know?" And no, I didn't know. I didn't know I'd get tickets as if I was driving the vehicle with no, with all this BS. At the most, y'all, have you ever seen like a car, if it is like considered abandoned or whatever, they have usually a ticket, like a yellow or red ticket on there. If not, you get towed. Not the whole thing, you're getting charged if you're driving and putting other people's life around and stuff like that. And usually we don't have po-pos coming to the neighborhood like that. And we're already in the high climate, for certain reasons, whatever, all this BS. Heck, with so much going on, it's made me even stop doing my other podcast, our Kings and Queens Next Door, because it's so sad that every day keep hearing about this BS about some, our kings and queens being attacked and all this other stuff. It just was too much, where I'm just like, what, I'll come back to our kings and queens. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I will most likely do it, but I just needed a break. And the break may be the way it's going, maybe 2021. Okay, before I make another Our Kings and Queens podcast edition, y'all. I'm sorry. I probably should have made one for the passing, God rest his soul, like with Chadwick Boseman, for example. But even then, I still want to wait a certain second when I decide to do that, because it's just, like I said, it's just so much, okay? So, anyways, because first when, try to make an oath to the side, I had to pay $240 for an improper plate. That I couldn't, I knew I was going to know they were probably going to have me pay something, including court fees, but, they made a deal, and I had to deal with it. Wouldn't put any points on my license. I wasn't even driving the damn thing, but whatever. So, because even when I'm trying to, sworn in whatever, wants to believe, did you drive the car? No, Your Honor, I didn't. Because I wasn't driving the shit. And like I'm saying, I just was like, this is ridiculous. And so, and it's interesting that every time I've gone outside, or anybody, let's go outside, we haven't seen no popos ever since. So I'm wondering, what asshole, you ain't got nothing to do. We the middle of Rona's out here. We got all this other stuff going. So you decide to put tickets. Like I said, I was charged for 2 effing misdemeanors on my damn vehicle. For me, based on my vehicle, as if I was driving a vehicle. Okay. So I wasn't too iffy about, jumpy about even making reviews. I finally, of course, with the Rona being out, the postal service and all them problems, stuff like that, I was able to finally get a new laptop, and I had to wait a month and a half as if it was somewhere else out of the U.S., but it was here. But with the mail and stuff, took a whole month and a half, y'all. Then on top of that, speaking of waiting for stuff in the mail, shenanigans, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I actually, about 14, 15 years, had lost my high school diploma, or somebody took it or whatever. And so I was trying to get it. And basically, y'all, it was a journey starting from May of this year. And I finally got my copy of my high school diploma the beginning of last week. Okay, so I finally got a copy. And, went from trying to copy. It was, like I said, it took that long just to get there, because first of all, I was given transcripts of somebody graduated, only almost 10 years later, at least, from a total different school. That gave me that, and I'm just like, what the heck is this? So it was like, by the time I get mixed up and go to this person trying to contact this and not getting responses, I finally get it. And then turns out, but it's not worth turning in the $20 money order. It was good, they gave it back, but it's like they could have told me not to pay when I was on the phone asking. So anyways, y'all, it doesn't make any difference about complaining. But anyways, now besides that, my room, my sister-in-law, where she did 20, so yeah, I know it's 20 at that time, right? She decided she wants to do this to my room, remodel it, whatever, do on her house decoration, whatever thing. So, y'all, my bed, box spring, it's like the Incredible Hulk. Slam got mad, came and destroyed and punched my box spring. And I haven't had that bed for that long. Only a couple years. So maybe about 6 years. But it's been really bad where I don't have to get another bed, right? So besides just doing this modeling thing, I have not been in my room because it's still in the process of being under construction. Which I'm going to title this podcast Under Construction. Okay? So these few shows, y'all, I know I always say this, and of course, my health issues, whatever, I don't want to keep bringing them up, but, I really wanted to, review Lovecraft County and P-Valley, the power, I would have just said, but by the time, y'all, here's the new thing. Now, I ordered a bed with suggestion of, this is my mama, you get from Sam's Club like I got last time, mattress, you can get the mattress and your little box spring set together, whatever, right? I ordered it like July 28th, and every time, once a couple weeks started going past by, no, not every time, but after a couple weeks, I online chat, email, call this number, and I could never get a real response, even XPO, XO, XOX, or whatever. I kept trying to call all around, trying to find out when I was going to get to bed. It was never no response. I tried to cancel order, claimed it was processing. Then they claimed, we couldn't use this. It was like, it was no answer about where this bed was. So I just like, you know what? I'm just going to try somewhere else, or at least cancel this order and try to get another order, y'all. So I reordered for another bed. And the time I would get the bed is probably like 2 days for my birthday, which my birthday is on October the 8th. So hopefully, Lord willing, I found out yesterday, chatting to somebody, at least they had an idea when it was coming. The other bed I tried to get, y'all, it was like, gone. Because my family, they took out, because I don't have the mobility to do so, as far as helping out with like a lot of physical stuff anymore. I haven't in years. But anyway, they took out the bed because it was heavy trash day last Monday. Took out like the first. So basically, y'all, it's under construction where I'm not sleeping in my room. I could, if I felt like it, like, okay, I'll just be in the living room or den or somewhere else, basement somewhere else around the house, and make, get back on like starting to show my face again. But y'all, I'm like, you know what? Y'all see me when y'all see me. So I probably, fortunately, I'm trying to come back maybe by next month. Because I don't like saying exact time when I'm going to come, whatever. Because if they're talking about the bed coming in by the time, putting this stuff and getting this stuff together, whatever. I hope my goal, let me rephrase that. I hope to come back by the end of this hellhole year, okay? And also, too, y'all, I would have did Love After Lockup. I would have did Love After Lockdown, Love Lockdown, whatever. It's just a lot of stuff I have missed seeing. Like I said, I could still, of course, do podcasts because I don't have to show my face. And there is a lot to talk about, but just getting on here. I actually had made 2 podcasts, and I've changed my mind. I did 2 podcast episodes. One was talking about Juneteenth and stuff like that, and I was like, you know what, I'll do that one. I did another one with a quick brief one with the passing a Chadwick Boseman passing, whatever. And then I started talking about a little bit about what's going on with, like, I think the Masika thing with her and her fake ass, kidnapping thing, and just the backwardness of that all, and just stupidity, and as they say, doing it for clout. But that's what's pretty much been going on with me, y'all, whatever. And I know a lot of people haven't been able to listen to my podcast, but I also have been thinking, y'all, when I'm able to get back up and running, whenever that is, but I will manifest that and put that in the air very soon. I am also thinking about possibly at times when I'm able to get this podcast / also do YouTube. When I do live videos, I'm thinking about also doing YouTube and possibly Twitch. Now, some of y'all like, what the hell is a Twitch? A Twitch? Do you mean Twitch like the candy? No. Twitch, I've been watching that recently since January or February. And how I kind of got introduced of watching that is because Twitch, I have always have known on and off that they were more so catered to people who are gamers, which I sometimes watch, surprising enough, y'all, even though I'm not a person that like plays games, I've been since I was a kid, and Street Fighter 2 been out, and Street of Rage 2, and you see a lot of 2s, Sonic the Hedgehog was out, Sega, all them and stuff, right? Super Mario and all of them, okay? But sometimes I do like watching people play games that my behind would not play or probably won't end up playing anyway. But what I meant to say is that there's some... Okay, I'm just going to leave it right there. Y'all hear me? I'm going to... If y'all used to listen before, I used to have the clock in the background anyway. But, so, when I found this, these group of people usually like they are reviewers of movies, and sometimes I talk about games and issues and stuff like that. But it's like usually with like fun commentary, and I found it was a choice. Like I was intrigued by the thumbnail when the classic movie. Speaking of, shout out to Tyler Perry for being Billy, by the way. Okay, all right, but speaking of the movie, what is it? What was that movie? Ashtray Bitch. It's not the movie. That's a classic line. But what is it? Not when the bow breaks. What? Oh gosh, y'all look at the Google. Whatever the Tyler Perry movie where you had Mashad Brooks. I hope I'm saying his name right. With his famous like Ashtray Bitch. Going to Glory. I don't know what the name of the movie is, but it's a movie that came out of Netflix that they only filmed 15 weeks, and it was filmed and came out on Netflix beginning of this year. Okay, and so it should be either it came out 2019 or 2020, because I think it's the only movie that came out with Tyler Perry, or the Interlash. But like I said, Given by Grace or Losing Grace or By Faith or something. But I was intrigued by the review, and they said they have their live shows on Twitch. So I started following a couple people on Twitch that usually play games, talk about certain stuff, or react sometimes, to certain videos on there. And they have like talking podcasts. And I know also shout out to Lovely T, which I watch for commentary and stuff like that as well. She's been trying to do Twitch as well, as far as live. And there's a little bit more leeway towards Twitch than honestly, YT is nowadays. And so I was thinking about sometimes when I may be doing the podcast or, become more comfortable or expand whatever, maybe have my sisters, other people as co-hosts with me or whatever, or just because, or even if I'm doing a live on YouTube, but, I don't want to just do Twitch just for the sake of doing Twitch, but I have seen some people, like, it's not just always just people playing games now. They do have a certain sections where people say the top of podcasts, or some of the gamers, the people, they don't always play games. They'll sit and talk to the audience or react to certain things. It's not just, like, stuck in one area. And I don't know, it's just something about Twitch was like, I would want to add that. That wouldn't be the only thing. I still would probably use YouTube for the time being, besides doing podcasts, but maybe I might use it when I feel comfortable enough and have everything set up to do the lives. When I may do the podcast and have me recording, doing the live, like, some podcasters, you see their face. You see all their face while they're recording and do the podcast. And then they upload it to, where you have the platforms, whatever, right? So I may be considering y'all in the near future, actually. Because I already have a public preacher. Like I said, I watch a lot of things through Twitch now as well. I still, of course, be on my YouTube live, most definitely, okay? But I wanted to also expand if people want the option to, like, see me, if, you love seeing this face, to kind of see it on live. I mean, I know y'all, this podcast is boring, but I just wanted to give a quick little update, y'all, of what was going on with me, with everything going on, okay? But, yeah, y'all, I just, hopefully I'll upload this one. I don't, want to delete this podcast. But, yeah, y'all, that's what just been going on in my life, whatever. I'm up here about to get charged 2 misdemeanors with driving the car when the car couldn't be driving, unless, somehow I'm able to do what did happen in the cartoon Hanna-Barbera, where Fred Flintstone used my damn feet to move that car. That's the only way that damn car was gonna move, okay? That's how messed up the car was. And, now I'm up here waiting for my damn bed, which technically now is waiting 2 months for a bed, and now, So, anyways, y'all, I do this, do a little bit more, but I could at least pop up in here and, at least be on a podcast with y'all, if y'all like hearing my voice a little bit. And if hopefully by the time I'm able to get back on here and do review, and do some reviews, because, due to Miss Rona up here, she just Tootsie Rolling and, what is it, flossing, whatever, what is the new dance out, and doing the WAP, okay, dancing every damn thing on our asses, it's even limitations about what's out there to review. So unless I do like old school reviews, like shout out to Really Beat TV and L Teddy and EB Reviews, or other people who also do reviews of a material come out. But also, like I said, hugs and loves, y'all. God bless, positive vibes to everybody. That's all I gotta say. I'm a little bit rusty. I don't need to always be spacing out. When was the last time I made a damn freaking podcast? I think it was spring or summer. Okay, I mean beginning of summer or like late spring. But anyway, y'all, let me get off of here. I'm tired, and y'all will hear or see me soon or both. But anyway, y'all, let me get out of here. I'm out. Hugs and loves, and I was gonna say something else. I wanted to go out smooth, but that's all. I'm getting hugs and loves. But like, y'all take care, and I'll see y'all next time in the next one. All right.